glad to be here to share this morning that I am running for the United States Congress to serve District 9, to fight for our families, to fight for our values, and to fight for our future. Now is our time to stand up, to speak up, to fight back against tyranny, and to fight for justice for our district. Y'all, I'm fired up.
Well, you heard it right there off the top. State Representative Justin Pearson announced he's running for U.S. House of Representatives this week. Now, the run will challenge 10-term incumbent Steve Cohen in the state's 9th Congressional District. Pearson has been a progressive voice in state politics and is positioning his campaign as a call for renewed leadership and grassroots representation in Washington. He will officially launch his campaign on Saturday with a community celebration. Pearson said he reached out to Cohen in good faith before the announcement, but was greeted with hostility instead of civility.
I called Congressman Cohen out of respect.
That's right.
He talked to me just like I get talked to by Republicans in the State House. He was very condescending, very arrogant, and he spoke to me in a way that was unbecoming of any leader, but especially our United States Congressman.
We caught up with Congressman Cohen the day after Pearson's announcement, and this was his response.
Justin wants to go on to a new stage. He's good on stage. He reacts, he does the act real well, but he doesn't have any experience.
So the primary election will be in August of 2026 with the general election following in November. Now, Cohen spoke to a lot of his experience and how the country is, the current state right now needs experience more than anything. So, Susan, I want to open this up. Does Pearson have a chance to unseat Cohen?
Oh, sure. He has a chance. But if I were a betting woman today, I'd say that's a real uphill battle he's got ahead of him.
Why is that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Steve Cohen has, first of all, he has represented his constituents quite well over the last 20 years, has been a popular congressman, and he has vanquished everybody that has come up against him. I think the most notable was former Mayor Willie Harrington, but Tamika Hart, Nikki Tinker, Ricky Wilkins, and others. So I know that Pearson is idolized by a lot of the young progressives, but don't discount Steve Cohen. Longevity in Congress means seniority and connections. And if the House turns blue next year, Steve Cohen will be in a remarkable position, in a strong position, perhaps to even chair a subcommittee, maybe transportation, which is vital to Memphis. If it turns blue, and even if it doesn't, and if he's defeated by Pearson is a newbie. And so a lot of that's going to come into play in the campaign. It'll be an interesting campaign, and it'll be a campaign of youthful exuberance versus seniority.
Reverend Whalum, so yes, Cohen spoke a lot to experience, and I saw people on social media. Pastor Earl Fisher was very vocal on Facebook about how it might be a good time for Cohen to leave his legacy where it is right now, and it's been a good legacy, but can a person hold office for too long?
Oh, I think yes, but I think at this time, Steve has not reached that too long period, especially because of the atmosphere, the political climate in D.C. and in Memphis, Tennessee, specifically with federal involvement. But let me say, I have been where Justin Pearson is right now, a young firebrand. I was just out of law school. I felt like I was ready to make a difference in Memphis, and I went to county commissioner, I think they were called squires at the time, Walter Bailey, and not Walter Bailey, Jesse Turner. And I said, Mr. Turner, can I meet with you? I really want to run for office. He was like, man, I ain't got time to, I don't have time to meet with some young whippersnapper like you. And so I decided that I would run for a Shelby County trustee. You guys might remember that. I ran against a man that I worked for, Riley Garner, and I did a good race. I ran a good race, but I lost. And so what I think young politicians have to learn is that you can have great ideas, you can have a lot of support, but you gotta go down through there. there. You got to put in the work. You got to put in the time. I think he has a chance, but I don't think Steve has done anything to disqualify him for re-election. We'll see. The last thing I want to say is that if Justin Pearson can motivate young people to register to vote and vote, he'll do really well, but that remains to be seen.
So Otis, I want to ask you, because we know Pearson, with the last few years, it was the Tennessee 3 on gun reform, then XAI was very vocal, and other things. He's also just had a lot of grassroots efforts, but is he known for being effective?
Well, he was effective with the Byhalia pipeline, for example.
Byhalia pipeline.
Yeah,
as well.
I mean, you can give him credit, along with others, for basically stopping that when they said it was not going to be stopped. And he has held the feet to the fire with SAI. He didn't stop it, of course, but he has made them more accountable than probably they would have been. I agree with both my colleagues here. He's an impressive young man, very personable. I talk to him, on a regular basis, but this is a tough road for him. And a huge gamble, because he's never lost a race yet. And if he loses this one, he's lost a race. Now, that won't disqualify him forever, but I think that everybody's waiting for Steve Cohen to decide when is your last race. And we don't know what that is. If he wins this one, he will tie Harold Ford for the longest-serving congressman in District 9. And what is he going to do 2 years after that? So, again, I think Justin is a good candidate, but this is a tough road for him.
And from what Steve said in his response, it doesn't look like he's thinking about making this his last.
Absolutely not. And the experience thing that both my colleagues talked about here counts a lot.
So I will have this last question, and we're going to run out of time probably a little bit, but Cohen is 76 years old.
Yeah.
So what message are you all sending to young people trying to get into politics?
And that's a real good question to ask here. And I'm saying keep fighting. Get in the race. I said this on radio the other day. If he does win, he will be the most effective and formidable candidate in the whole county.
And
but that's if he wins.
And I'm saying if he can motivate young people to register and vote, then he deserves to be elected to that position.
And I'm going to point out that Steve Cohen may be 76, but he was once 30. And he was once in Reverend Whalem's position and was a young firebrand. But he paid his dues. Yeah. He spent 20 some odd years in the state legislature and accomplished great things, including the lottery. If it weren't for Steve Cohen, we wouldn't have a lottery. So, yeah, he's a young firebrand. He's going to have a lot of support. But don't discount the people that have supported Steve Cohen for 20 years, like Steve Cohen. Steve Cohen runs that congressional office with the constituent service as finely tuned as the Fords did.
Plus, he brings a lot of money into the district.
All right, y'all know we have a lot to get to, so I'm going to have to put that one to end right now. When we come back, we're going to talk about Shelby County Mayor Harris's veto and how that affects the MSCS school board, and we'll also get into an elected official's altercation with law enforcement. That's next. Stick with us.